Hi, I'm going to show you all the steps you need to know to be able to build your robot creature on Google Draw. Let me share my screen. Okay, so here is the example that I gave you. I don't want you to copy mine in any way. I want you to come up with your own idea. You can combine different animals together. You can make it look more human-like if you want. Anything you want, you're building your own robot creature. Okay, and you're going to want your creature or your robot to have a job. So whatever it's going to be holding, however it's going to be built, is going to have to match its job, right? So since mine was a breakfast chef, I thought it would be able to cook really fast if it had extra legs. So think about the role of your robot and how you would build it to match that role. Okay, so once you open up your blank Google Drawings page, it will look like this. It's a bit different than Jamboard, right? So it's a bit scary because we don't know what any of these tools mean. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to do a background. Okay, so this is what you're going to do. You're going to come up to the shape tool right up here. See that? Click on there. Click on shapes. And then remember in Jamboard how we only have like 7 shapes to choose from? Well, with this, we have all of these, which is amazing. But since we're doing the background, we want it to be a big rectangle. So you're going to click on rectangle. Then this little thing comes up. You're going to come up to the upper left corner, click, and then drag. You're going to make a big rectangle to cover up that whole background, okay? So now I've basically made a big rectangle. Now we're going to make a gradient background. We're going to fill it with a gradient, which is 2 colors blending into each other, which looks really cool. So you're going to come up to this fill color, kind of looks like a paint bucket. Click on that. Now you can choose solid. If you choose solid, it just turns red. Okay, but we're going to try to be a little fancy and we're going to click on gradient. Okay, so click on gradient. All right, and then it has some stuff that comes up already, but we're going to create something really cool. So what I want you to do is come down here to where it says custom. Click that little plus sign. Okay, so now we're going to create our custom gradient. All right, and so this little box will symbolize what color it's going to be at the top, and this little box is going to symbolize what color it's going to show up at the bottom. So I'm going to click there, and then I'm going to come over to where it shows the color. I'm going to click there. I'm going to choose whatever color I want it to be at the top. All right, so that's completely up to you. I'm going to use this purpley, oh, it's magenta. Okay, see? Okay, so now you can leave it gray if you like, or you can change it. So you just click on this one. See how it's highlighted? You come over here. And what color would you like to blend it with? I like this green color. Ooh, that looks nice. Okay, so now we're going to just hit OK, and then it shows up like that. Okay, isn't that lovely? All right, so now I'm gonna click off of it so it's not highlighted anymore. Right? If it's highlighted, I could easily by accident move it around. So if it's not highlighted, then it kind of just stays put. Okay, so now we're going to build our robot. So I'm just going to do another version of the one I showed you, but like I said, yours is going to be different and you can do it however you want. So the best way to start is by choosing one large shape for the inside or for the body, okay? And then you add arms or legs or a neck or however you want to do it. So I'm going to choose a shape. I think I like this rounded one. I'm going to click on that. All right. And it shows up this color. I wanted mine to be kind of grayish, so it looked like silver, so it looked like metal. You can do it solid, like I said before. That would just be like a simple solid color. Or you can come over to gradient. I think I used some of these ones that are already made for you. Okay, so I'm gonna click on this one, right? And so see how it kind of makes it look shiny because of that gradient? There you go. All right, so now since I have that, look, you can also change the shape by dragging it in and out. Okay. The only thing that you're going to notice that's different about this is that you can't turn it. There's no curved little line on the corner to be able to turn your shape. That's the only different thing about this. But so, say you want to have some shapes that are diagonal, like how did I create these legs, right? Because those aren't simple shapes, right? I'm going to show you. So the next thing, you're going to come up to this tool, which is right next to the shape line. It's the line tool. Okay, so right next to shapes, it's right over here. Okay, so you're going to click this little drop down arrow, click there, and wow, so many tools, right? So we're not going to play with all of these today because that would be too much. What we're going to do is we're going to play with the polyline. Okay, so click on Polyline. All right. So now this little cross, my cursor, pretend it's made out of a spider web. Okay, every time you click, it's going to attach. All right, and if you click down again, it's going to attach. Every time you click, it's going to attach. So if you go like that, see that you could stretch it as much as you want. All right, say you get messed up and you're like, let go, you would just press escape. All right, so I'm gonna come back up here, hit polyline. All right, I'm gonna click down and then let go. You don't have to keep holding it down. You can let go. All right, so I'm gonna come up here because I'm creating those little crabby legs. I think I want it to bend here, so I'm gonna press it again. Come down and press it again. Press it again. I'm going to come up, press it, press, press. And now this is super important. This shape has to close. Okay? So if the shape doesn't close and it's just a line, it won't work and it will be a mess. So let me show you what will happen if it doesn't close. See, I'm not closing it and it doesn't know what to do with itself, right? Say I go like this. Oh no, I just kind of make a big mess, right? A big spider web. So I'm going to hit escape. Okay, so it always has to close. It has to be a closed shape, meaning whatever type of shape it is, all the corners have to be closed. Okay, so I'm going to see, escape. So I'm going to delete that. You can also just delete by highlighting it and hit delete. So I don't want this to be white. So I'm going to take my little select tool, click on it, come back up here to the fill color, and go back to gradient and choose one of these. Okay, so you could do that over and over by making different shapes, or you can also duplicate it by hitting Command C, Command V, as I wanted before. I can drag it over there. Oops. Uh-oh, see? Back up. Move this guy down. This down. All right, so see, you can just still play with the placement. Oops. Whatever's highlighted is what's going to move. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate this so I can have legs on the other side. So C, Command V. There.